Hi you guys, it's Sierra Player from Coldwell Grassroots Realty, and today I'm here to discuss with you buying a vacant piece of property for you to build a home on. Okay, so a lot of people think that you just buy the property and then you can build whatever you want on it. When that is not the case, and I definitely don't want you guys getting caught and burned on that because you buy some land that doesn't even let you do what you want to do on it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is CC&Rs, covenants, conditions, and restrictions that a developer places on the property, and basically they're rules they give you of what you can and cannot do. So if you're thinking about buying a piece of property that you want to put a little tiny home on and the minimum building requirements are 2,000 square feet, obviously that's not the property for you. But you don't want to learn that after you buy the property that you can't do what you want on it. The same goes for having a large home. You want to make sure that there's no maximum building size as well. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually utilities, because this can be a huge expense that people don't often think about or realize all that's involved in it. So I want you to have some sort of idea and what to look into. So power, let's talk about power first. How close are the power poles to the property that you want to purchase? Are they miles away or are they right on the corner of the property? That's going to make a huge difference on how much it costs to run power to your property. And you also want to think, if it's pretty far away, are you going to be able to get easements through the next neighboring properties for your power lines to go through? And those are called utility easements. So make sure you factor in that. And if you can't make that work, you want to see if solar is a possibility. Because if it's too shaded and it won't get enough sunlight, solar's not really going to be a good option for you. So you definitely want to make sure all the costs that are involved and what your options are. The second thing I want to talk about is water. Where are you going to get your water from? Is it going to be from the city, or are you going to need to have a well? And is there already a well in place on that property? Or are you going to have to dig one? You're really going to need to get bids on that to see how much is that going to cost you. Because if it's going to cost you quite a bit of money, that might eat away in what you actually want to do for your house or being able to have the ability to put a house on the lot. So on a side note, if the well is already on the property, you want to make sure to have some key tests done to it. You want to have a gallons per minute test to see how well the water's coming out. You want to get a bacterial, a mineral, and a chemical test as well to make sure the water is safe for you and your family to drink. There's also options if it's coming at unsafe levels. You can also have filtration devices added to it, but you definitely want to make sure you know how much that's going to cost you. The other part of the utilities I really want to make sure you know is about septic or sewer. So both cost money to hook up to. Sewer may be a little bit easier, but also can be costly and have certain devices you have to have installed. Also, since our area has a lot more septics, it's very important to have what's called a percolation and mantle test. That really helps you know how well your soil drains to see what kind of septic you can put on your property. So if it's not very well draining soil, you might have to put an engineered septic in, which could cost you a ton more money than a normal septic system. So I don't want you getting caught with a huge bill on that and not have the ability to do what you want to do because you spent all your money on just getting utilities to the property before your home is even started to be built. Also, you really want to think about how is your road or your driveway into your property. Is there already one in? Is it graded and big enough for big equipment and trucks to go through? Because those utilities will take a lot of trucks and equipment to go through, and you want to make sure the road is safe for you and the workers going up and down the road. And then it's not going to erode away and cause a dangerous situation for you guys. You also want to know if there's no driveway on the property, how much is it going to cost to put one in? And are they going to have a culvert or anything diverting water underneath of it? So just keep that in mind. The other thing I want you to think about is making sure you hire a contractor or an engineer to go out and show you which areas of your property are most buildable in the best locations, because you don't want to have an idea that you can build on a certain part of your property and then find out that you actually can't build there or it's not the best site. So just make sure you get that done and you do your homework on that. So I just want to avoid you any heartache in the future. And if you've been thinking about purchasing vacant land to build a home on, please reach out to me so I can help guide you in the right direction, making sure you're making the right choice for what you're intending on with your property. My number is 530-604-9319. And if you got some value out of this video, please like it, please share it, and if you could comment some words of encouragement below to make sure I know if I'm doing a good job and informing you guys on topics that you've been curious about, I'd really appreciate it. Well, thanks again for watching another one of my videos. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.